And they call him the Streak.
Oh.
Earthrise Sunstreaker is kind of like most of the Transformers in Earthrise, Siege or Kingdom when it comes to G1ification, because the robot mode definitely looks like, well, G1. In fact, kind of like a lot of others such as Optimus Prime, Sideswipe, Ironhide, to an extent Cyclonus, and the Datsun brothers from Earthrise. It kind of has a mini MP sort of look about it. But how good is it? Well, you can definitely see the eyes are a piercing blue, and it is definitely yellow, and it is pretty damn good. The silver on the face is quite nice, and I like the fact he has a little beard for some reason. It's definitely the best Sunstreaker head I've seen, well, apart from the Masterpiece. The body is a flat block of robotishness, and really it does what it needs. Nice translucent plastic where you can see some detail, very, very nice. And the legs are pretty much, well, yellow legs. As you can see, the arms are upper yellow, black just to break up the colour, which is nice. The lower legs also has some black on it, which breaks up the colour. And I know some people still complain about faux parts, but which is the proper ones? Which are the proper ones? As we come onto the back, it's pretty clean overall. It's pretty flat, just got a tiny backpack, the tiniest of all. It's probably just his back really, which I don't know why I'm babbling. But anyway, we'll come on to the back of the legs. We'll talk about these when we come to alt mode. We've got some ports. In fact, he's got a load of ports all over. You've got a port in each hand, a port on each of the lower arm, a port each on top, which post below if you've had any use of these. I haven't. Posts on bottom of his legs, and a post on his back, and two posts on the back of his lower legs. Articulation wise, he's fairly standard for the War for Cybertron line. He's got a ball jointed head, although because of the connection to the chest and the neck, there's these little joints which could mean the head will flop in a bit too much. But as long as you're careful, not a oaf like, I don't know, I'm not blaming anyone but the person who makes these videos, you'll be fine. He's got, well, arms that go all the way around, and because of how high these are, these bump in the way and you can't really get a good joint. You can still get good poses, but just be careful of this knocking in the way of everything. It's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. It's only a deluxe Transformer, so lay off it a bit. Lower arm, I've got a rotation, and I've got 90 degree at the elbow. Waist rotation all the way around. Legs can go forward that far, and back that far. On my copy, they are a bit stiff. I don't think I'm stressing the plastic, but they are a bit stiff. I've not needed to get them into any sort of poses where I've needed to make them go forward or back too much, but that's my little issue. They seem to be a bit too stiff for me. He's got knee joints which are indeed 90 degrees. He's got a very good ankle tilt which can go all the way you want, and you could say because of the transformation he's got a pretty nice toe bend. which means he can do the full splits. Sunstreaker's only accessory is this, the engine block ventilator, I don't know, cars, which goes onto his back or can go on one of the ports and into his hand. You see it in a lot of pictures where it's a gun, but because of how small the post is, it doesn't fit into his hand too well, so the point of it is nullified. It's not a bad looking butler, I've got to say, or it could be a dual missile launcher if you so wish. You could, which most people will do, is plonk it on his back. You could say it's a bit short, but it works, and for alt mode it looks pretty dang good. To transform Sunstreaker, it's not too bad. It's a little bit more involved than you expect. I do think this is a heavy retool of Earthrise Wheeljack, but I could be wrong. I've had Wheeljack and the legs act the same, the arms kind of act the same, apart from the little windscreen bits at the front of the legs. The chest, apart from this bit, acts very similar. Firstly, you want to fold the hands all the way in, rotate the arms up like so, and leave them as they are. You can leave this section in if you want, but if you do that, I would suggest turning it all the way down like so. Then coming to the legs, we fold the heel spurs in like so. Then we fold the feet in like so, because they're on these double hinges which make them go in and out quite far. So they go in like that, hiding the ports on the bottom of the feet. Then you kind of want to do an aerial bot combiner wall sort of thing, which a lot of them did, by pulling them out. They might be a bit stiff, pulling the legs out, but just give it a bit of a yank and then it'll pull out quite easily. And then there's a post right there and a port right there. I don't think there's anything else now. So that post, that slot, I'll just zoom in, will go into there. So just pull it out and then just fold it in like so. Then you want to rotate it all the way around, so this bit is facing the same as the robot chest. Then what you want to do is pull the robot chest until it comes all the way down. Just make sure it fits all nice and flush best you can. Some copies it's not quite as flush as it really should be, but mine's not too bad. Then fold the head straight in and then rotate at the waist yet again, and then make sure all this is aligned. The best way to help is look at the black bit at the top. If the black bit lines with the bottom of the black bit, then you've got it right. Then coming to the arms, all you need to do is fold them in like so. Then come to the hands, well, lower arms, rotate them around like so, and then just fold them in, because you see, I don't know if you can see, but these little black posts here, well, ports, they go into these little posts here, you see, and they go in like so. And there you have Sunstreaker in his alt mode. A very nice looking alt mode, if I do say so myself. I've had the Masterpiece, and even though the Masterpiece does look better, this does look like a mini Masterpiece. It's got all the keynotes of what the Masterpiece is. It's yellow. It's got downward curve on the sports car. It's got an engine block. It's got its... oh boy, we're going to have to talk about them, aren't we? It's got these weird windows. No one's ever talked about them. No reviewers have talked about them. And I don't understand why. These look weird. Why have they got these yellow sections? Now, if you remember, this is all part of the foot. Nothing folds in, nothing. And then the top bit's got black paint on it. Why? It's a little bit of annoyance. I thought when I saw the pictures it'd be a major annoyance, but it's not annoyed me as much as I thought it'd be. But Why is it there? Why? Another problem you may have is that if you want to access the ports at the back, you're going to have to take the engine up because nothing will really fit. And also, if you want to put a weapon at the top, you're going to have to put the engine block on like that, which is a shame. It's a shame that nothing sticks into here, because I'm sure some of the Battle Masters, if that was bigger, it'd work. I really like the detail, especially at the side, like this section here. I don't know why, it's just always seemed quite nice. The paint's not bad overall. I suppose the only bit you could say that's a bit naff is at the back, where it's just a big black bar, nothing's painted in. I mean, at least it's got a bit of paint at the front where you got the lights painted in. But hey, and the rims are painted quite nice. One thing to note is that yes, there is 2 shades of plastic. Well, 2 shades of yellow, should I say. But really, well, you can notice it more on camera actually. I mean, these sections are a more softer shade of plastic than the arms. This is straight on paint, while this is, I think, plastic. If you bother about such things, fine. I don't care. So that's Earthrise Sunstreaker. Is a good figure? I think so. It's a shame he hasn't got a proper weapon, but hey ho, there's plenty of weapon masters out there. Give him a gun, give him a sword, give him an axe, give him whatever you so wish. And there's plenty of upgrade kits out there. But until next time, goodbye for now.